The following video is a brief overview of some important Human Resources Department updates and procedures. Parkway has an exceptional staff that serves our students, and the Human Resources Office is here to support you in your daily work. In order for us to achieve our goals, there are a few important policies and guidelines that will need your attention. Every employee plays a vital role in the educational process. Employees need to be at their very best and have consistent, regular attendance. We recognize there may be reasons for you to be absent from work. However, the district will require documentation from a doctor for a serious health condition in which you are unable to work or if you have consecutive days of absences. FMLA paperwork is for long-term absences related to the serious health condition of the employee or an immediate family member. For definitions of an immediate family member, you may check board policy or your union contract. A serious health condition is defined as hospitalization or absences of more than 3 consecutive days that require ongoing treatment by a health care provider. Chronic conditions requiring treatment such as asthma, diabetes, migraines, or epilepsy are also considered serious health conditions. Periods of absence for prenatal care, pregnancy, or childbirth also qualify under FMLA. Under the FMLA guidelines, you are entitled to 12 weeks or 60 workdays of leave. Qualified employees have to work 1,250 hours the year prior to the leave of absence. FMLA can be paid or unpaid. It just depends on your sick leave benefit. Under FMLA, you are required to notify your employer of the scheduled long-term absence at least 30 days prior if possible. In addition, you may be required to fill out FMLA paperwork for a serious health condition that requires intermittent absences. FMLA is not generally intended to cover short-term or non-serious conditions such as cold, flu, earaches, upset stomach, routine dental work, or other minor conditions. Under the PNEA and PNA contracts, employees should schedule medical and dental wellness appointments for self and/or family members outside the regular school or work day, or request personal leave for such appointments. Elective surgeries or other temporary disabling medical procedures and recovery from such procedures should not be scheduled during the contractual work days for teachers and nurses. When possible and/or medically indicated, surgeries or disabling medical procedures should be scheduled when school is not in session. If you have questions related to FMLA, you may contact Brenda Mullen, HR Specialist, at 415-8015 or go to the Human Resources website. Again, the district strives to have happy, healthy employees. If you are struggling and need help, the district has an employee assistance program available to eligible employees. There is a crisis line available 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days per year. In addition, you can have 3 face-to-face sessions if needed in some of the following areas. As a reminder, personal days require prior approval from your supervisor. Requests must be made 5 school or work days in advance of your absence. If you are injured on the job, you need to report your injury to your supervisor immediately if possible. However, it is required that you report the injury at least by the end of the workday or your shift. For employees that hold teacher certifications, you will receive notification by Human Resources approximately 60 days prior to the expiration date. It is your responsibility to maintain a valid certificate during the course of your employment. If you need to add certification, you will need to contact the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education for guidance or contact the Parkway Human Resources Office at 415-8127. If your name has changed, you will need to contact the Human Resources Department and make an appointment with one of our HR associates. You will need to bring your Social Security card for verifications. Other employee information can be changed in Munis Self-Serve. For full detail of the employee contracts, board policy, or the operations handbook, you may visit the Human Resources website, which can be located under the Program Department tab on Inside Parkway. On behalf of the Human Resources Department, we hope you have a happy and healthy new school year.